What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and did you know that plagiarism is frowned upon in gaming journalism as well as regular journalism? Who would have thought? Apparently not the IGN Nintendo editor, because that's exactly what's happened this week. The now former IGN Nintendo editor, Philip Mayusin, I believe is how you say his name, posted a Dead Cells review that literally almost verbatim was a carbon copy of something that a smaller YouTuber had put out on his channel in a review of Dead Cells. People picked up on this, and needless to say, people were a good bit upset, as they should be. Now, on top of that, IGN has also issued a statement that reads, "We've reviewed the allegations against one of our writers regarding our review of Dead Cells. After taking time to investigate, we've determined that there were substantial similarities between a review posted weeks earlier and our review that could not be justified and warranted taking down. Though we as a community often share feelings and even certain word choices to describe the games we love by using similar frames of understanding, this particular situation stepped over the line and is not a reflection of our editorial standards. We apologize to our readers, developer Motion Twin, and especially the YouTuber known under Boomstick Gaming for failing to uphold these standards." The statement goes on to say, "We take our review process seriously. In most cases, reviewers are expected to play a game's single-player story or story campaign to completion at least once, as well as spend additional time capturing gameplay to supply content to the video component of our reviews. Though our Dead Cells reviewer played the game and came with glowing opinions of it, as did many of our other staff members, the review itself was simply not acceptable. We parted ways with the writer involved in the review, and we will be re-reviewing Dead Cells this week. We will work tirelessly to ensure that regardless of whether you agree with our reviews, you can have faith that every word is nothing less than the genuine opinions of our critics. Nothing is more important to us than your trust." And that's from IGN. So, of course, this has generated a ton of discussion within the community because this is a big problem. Plagiarism is not something you kid with. And I feel like the IGN Nintendo editor should probably have known this, but even as a communications student with a focus in mass media and a minor in journalism, one of the first things you hear in every kind of writing class or journalism class is don't plagiarize. It is borderline the unforgivable sin, as I said on Twitter. Literally, it is probably the worst thing you could do. Number one in college, number two in high school, number three in your career as a writer. You just simply don't do that. If you are using somebody else's words, you need to quote them and give a citation. If you are using somebody else's ideas, you need to give a citation. You need to be able to give credit where credit is due, and this is simply just ripping off a smaller YouTuber's review because, quite frankly, I don't think this guy thought that anybody would ever catch it. You can't believe that kind of thing, man. You just can't. However, I think there is some good that could come from this situation because I admire how IGN has treated this situation. Obviously, that writer has been let go and will probably never be a writer again for any kind of major outlet. But on top of that, they've also been able to be transparent with the process of seeing if this actually was a legitimate issue, and they've been transparent in saying that it is. They've also been very good about apologizing and giving credit where credit is due. I know that they reached out to Boomstick Gaming, the guy that originally posted the review, and is talking about sharing revenue from the review, is talking about partnering perhaps, something along those lines. I know that a hand has been reached out from IGN, so that's very cool stuff. But overall, I think that what this really does, what this whole situation brings to light, is the fact that gaming journalism is real journalism. I know that so many people just write it off as something that's kind of like having a YouTube channel or a Twitch stream, which there's nothing wrong with that, but no one has ever really taken it seriously, at least not as seriously as they're taking it now that these allegations and this discussion has come to light. It's an incredibly big turning point for the industry, if I do say so myself. And so, to conclude this entire discussion, if you are a journalism minor or major, if you're into the world of communications, if you write, if you make videos, if you make content that has the potential to influence somebody or a group of people, then by all means, ensure that you are not plagiarizing and genuinely use your own ideas. Your ideas have value. People want to hear them. You don't have to steal someone else's work, like the IGN Nintendo editor did. Or should I say the former IGN Nintendo editor, now unemployed, and probably will be for the foreseeable future. And with that, I'll conclude. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you guys being here. I will talk to you soon. Peace.